All right, Hedrick. I can't test speakers before buying them, and my opinions are SVS Prime Tower and Klipsch 6000 F2, 90% movies, games, 10% music. Any recommendation? Thanks. Oh, what do you guys think? I've never had any Prime Towers.
Yeah, I haven't reviewed the Primes, and I've reviewed the larger Klipsch. It was the 8060 FA, so that's the one with the built-in Atmos, but it's basically the 8000 just with Atmos built in, so it's going to sound the same. So the 6000, it's going to have a little bit less output than the 8000, but I really like that series. I've actually got the new, the whole system from the version 2, which is 3 years newer. Because I guess I reviewed the original in about 3 years. Yeah.
I would say this. I haven't had the Prime Towers. I've had the Prime Pinnacles. Those things were short and stout. Like those things were little guys, but they put out a ton of sound. Here's one thing to think about. If you go SVS, they are going to be harder to drive than the Klipsch. Right. So if you have an external power amp, I'd say you could probably be fine with either. But I would recommend a power amp for your front stage if you're using any SVS.
They definitely have.
I don't know. I don't think that it's super hard to drive. Actually,
I would like it, but
I know they take more power because I had them in my living room back when I had the Ultras and I had the RF7 version 3s, and I had to turn up my AVR. It was just a 2-channel AVR with a two. It even had an amplifier on it, 200 watt, but I had to turn it up quite a bit more to get the same volume every time.
Sean and I always disagree when it comes to that. Like, I'm like, I don't know that they're hard to drive.
That's because he's wrong.
I run them on some pretty like Class D, like tiny little Class D amps, and they played more than loud enough. The treble's still hot for me on the SVS even. Like I want to bring down the treble on that, but most of the Klipsch stuff,
I think you like some Paradigm, though.
Huh?
Have you listened to any Paradigm speakers?
No.
I think you'd like those.
I wouldn't like them.
I think you would. I don't care for them, but I think you would.
Why, the treble's not hot on them?
Yeah, they're definitely.
Are you setting me up? Are they?
No, I'm dead serious.
Are you setting me up?
No, seriously. There's a lot of guys that like Paradigm.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're just definitely more of a. I would consider them more slightly laid back than my taste. Okay. Like I like a more forward sounding speaker.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So I say I've measured the 6000 F2s. I'm looking back through my measurements. I'm trying to remember what I said about them. I would say that 6000 F2s are probably okay. Put them somewhat close to the wall, like probably about 2 feet from the wall. And then point them like somewhat on axis, play around with the aiming of them a little bit. But actually, like looking back through my measurements, they're pretty linear. There's a dip, like a 3 dB dip around like 200 hertz or so, which implies to me that they were designed to be placed somewhat near a wall to get that extra boundary reinforcement. So I would say give it a shot, man. Especially like when we're talking about stuff like this too, the main thing to keep in mind is a lot of retailers have a good return policy, right? Like even if you have to pay return shipping or something like that and $50, like it's worth to try it at home and see what you think.
Return that shit. And then if you buy directly from, I don't know if you're in the United States, because
that's a good point.
That may make a difference.
Different, what is it? Like monetary symbol thing. Yes. Well, I don't know where you're from. CLP. I don't know where that is.
I love it when Reverend Slim says the SVS aren't that hard to drive. My Prime Towers didn't sound that bad running off my Denon 4500. So,
but they have more breathing room with the amp. Yeah.
I always like it when somebody says, "Man, you don't have to," but it doesn't sound that bad. It's like saying, this drink ain't that bad. You should buy one. I don't want a drink that's that bad. I want a drink that tastes awesome. Yeah. I'm just messing with you, Reverend.
Hey, look at Tim.
Biased opinion.
I like the non-echo chamber of these guys. An echo chamber of everyone agreeing and talking only one route to the end is boring. saying this again.
Yeah, Thanks, we disagree. We
at least share. I mean, we share what we really believe.
I disagree with Aaron's face.
Totally okay.
I disagree with your face. Got me, dude.
You got nothing, huh?
You got nothing, man. You got me. It's like telling somebody shut up. What comeback are you gonna have? Like, you shut up. No, man, you've already lost.
Okay. I'll shut up.
I'll do that then.
Fine. Now, if you can't catch the show, we do have an audio version at anchor.fm/daily HiFi. So make sure to go on over there if you like to listen to the show.